You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back one more again. Make sure you guys come on in. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the Hood Table. If you're not already subscribed, please and thank you very much. Now, we just finished reviewing a little bit ago season 3, episode 3 of Sistas, and we are about to review episode 4, which is titled Being a Boy. So again, make sure you guys like and share the video for me. Thank you so much. And of course, as always, give me your thoughts on what you thought about the episode. That is, if you've seen it yet. If not, get caught up because episode 5 will be on in a few more days. So, anywho, this episode was titled Being a Boy, and we are back in it started off back in the ladies' dressing room where Andy had just decided that she did not want to go through with the wedding. See, at first, she had taken into consideration that Gary, has spent a lot of time and effort, money, into putting that wedding together, surprised her with a wedding, the bridesmaids, preacher, everything. He did it all just for her, which was the reason why she felt the need to go through with it. And despite the ladies, wanting Andy to not go through with it, they also wanted her to break the news to Gary the same way he broke the surprise wedding to her, which is in front of everyone. The same way he surprisingly proposed to her in front of all her girlfriends, in front of the photographer, the preacher, everybody. But Andy, she figured it was probably best to break it to him privately, which she did. The girls kept insisting, that she did it openly, though, and we all know why. They thought that once Gary and Andy had some privacy, Gary could possibly, be able to persuade Andy into marrying him, regardless of how her girls felt about him. And as we saw, Andy, she stuck to her guns, telling Gary, maybe one day, but just not today, not like this. But then Gary surprised the hell out of me, saying how even though her girls cannot stand him, they cannot stand the ground he walks on, he's actually glad that Andy has them in her life. But was he being I think he was putting 20 on 10. I really felt like he was putting 20 on 10 because for some reason I didn't believe him. I think he was just, telling her what she wants to hear, which is what he does. That's what a manipulator does. They tell you what you want to hear. But then later on that night, Andy, with her beautiful body, wearing that sexy lingerie, attempted to show Gary why he should be so thankful to still have her in his life. Man, I'm telling you, that Gary. And you know what? I always love seeing Andy, dressed in red. It's just certain things that really look good on this girl. And I don't know why. I think it might have something to do with her skin tone. Her skin tone is kind of reddish. Or maybe that's me. It could be her, all the makeup, they put on those women or whatnot. But to me, I think she looks radiant every time she puts on that color red. But that's just me. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But anywho, just thought I'd throw that in there. As gorgeous as she was looking, Gary turned her down. Well, she was walking through there. I mean, just ripped. I mean, just stacked. Hips curvy and everything snatched. And in that red, and he turned her down. Talking about not tonight. He's tired. Let's just go to bed. Even though she wanted to show off the new tricks that she had recently picked up, the new bedroom tricks. That Gary, he was heated. Just hearing that she had learned some new tricks automatically had him assuming that she had learned those tricks from sleeping with Paris, when in all actuality, she had heard about those tricks from Karen, who had read about them in a magazine. Still yet, Gary was pissed off. He was so pissed, which pissed Andy off in return because, for one thing, they were like separated when they slept together. So why are you so pissed? Why is he pissed? Because he's controlling and he's manipulating. And y'all already know the rest. Y'all, he has this jealousy. He has these anger issues. So, we know how Gary get down. But anyway, she was still pissed in return. And come to also find out, Gary can't even get it up when he thinks about Andy and Paris sleeping together. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Now, my question is, will he ever fully be able to get over the thought of Andy being with Paris out of his head? And if not, will he once again become the narcissistic, controlling, manipulative asshole that her girls and I still perceive him to be? Do y'all still perceive him to be that way? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you think so, or if you think he has changed. Because I swear I saw a fit of rage and a fit of anger in that bed between them two. Anyway, now back to Karen and Zach. Last episode, Zach couldn't in the least bit figure out why the hell Karen wanted to see him in person that late at night. He had no idea that Karen had previously spoken with Fatima, who had told her about the way Zach still speaks about her, which led Fatima to believing that Zach was still in love with Karen and possibly might still want to be with Karen if the opportunity arises, of course, if he's given the opportunity. Therefore, Karen, she invited, Zach over to basically see if they could probably work some things out. But Zach wasn't having that, y'all. He was like, nah, 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 nah. He was like, see, what had happened was, Karen, while you was always down to me, insulting me, degrading me, not believing in me, not having faith in me. Fatima, on the other hand, was showing him something else. Fatima from the gate has always believed in him and supported him by telling him that he can do whatever he wants. You can be whatever you want when you grow up. You know what I'm saying? And he can change his life around and be somebody better. Be somebody that he himself can be proud of. So because of that, Zach, he had to bust Karen's bubble by telling her that he is going to try his best to get Fatima back. And child, did y'all see the look on Karen's face? Did y'all see the look on Karen's face? She was like, I know the hell. But will the grass stay greener on the other side if he gets back with Fatima? What do y'all think? I don't know, y'all. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. But when Zach called Fatima to tell her he was on his way over, Fatima, she was like, what? Hello, hello. He hung the phone up before she could even respond. So she slung that scarf off from her head. She snatched that. She was up there getting ready for bed. Had brushed her teeth, wrapped her hair up, put on her PJ. She was ready to go to bed. She must have snatched that scarf from off her head, ran into the bedroom to get proper. Y'all was cracking up because that's what we women do when our man call and be like, I'm on my way, baby. Leave the light on. Man, Zach was all over Fatima as soon as she answered that door. And can you say confused? Fatima was confused as all get out. Like, why does Zach still want to be in a relationship with her when he has admitted to still loving Karen? But she basically was like, I can get over that. Just as long as instead of making love to me, you instead fuss me. Child. Whew, I love seeing Zach in those scenes. We finally get to see Zach again in another steamy, sexy scene. Y'all, his body, I'm sorry, but his body is all that in a bag of chips. And he ain't too bad on the eyes either, in the face game and everything. But but for real, y'all, I'm like, is this what you do when you know somebody is still in love with somebody else? Like, for instance, at the end of the show, they show Aaron stopping by Karen's house. And although he is very well aware that both Karen and Zach still love each other, he also wants to make love to Karen. But will she allow him to, is the question. Y'all let me know. Will she cave? Will she cave? Now, back on the other side of town again. After Maurice had knocked Q out at the club, he brings him back to the scene of the crime, back to Maurice's house to find out why does Q do what he does, which is stealing from everyone he meets. Maurice was trying to have a heart to heart with Q. You know, trying to understand Q's way of thinking. He was trying to get through to Q that one day somebody won't think that the sex is so good that it's worth being robbed. And on the other hand, he also wanted Q to realize that having sex with all these men is also not worth him gaining all those stolen goods. Like one day, somebody just might whip your ass. Or maybe worse, he might end up getting something that he can't get rid of from slanging that thing-a-lang all around town. But we shall see. We shall see what happens with that. Now, what do y'all think about Danny and Preston's relationship? Like Danny was she was totally freaked. So freaked out by Preston when she had returned back home. Because after telling him how Gary's surprise wedding didn't go so well with Andy, Preston promised to let Danny know ahead of time about their wedding plans when it's their turn. Y'all, Danny was like, just the thought of marrying Preston, who loves his Kentucky bluegrass, hillbilly music, who don't understand the R&B from R&B music, who works on a farm with cows and has a very racist family, just doesn't sit right with her. But then again, she's still dating him and having a lot of fun while doing it. So I'm wondering, where does she want this relationship to go, if not in the direction of marriage? I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know. What is she thinking? Like, everything seems to be going so well. I can see them get married. I can see them getting married and have some beautiful curly head kids riding around on horses and stuff on a farm. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And again, make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and don't forget to keep it hood. Bye.